everyone, welcome to my first podcast. This is Tris from Cozy Crochet with Tris, and I am just here to share with you what I've been working on the last couple of weeks here. Since it's the first podcast, it's going to be a few weeks, maybe 3 or so. Once I get started here, if I'm able to do if I'm able to do updates weekly, I'm hoping that we will be able to say, hey, this is what I've worked on this week. Right now, it's going to be a little bit more than usual. I am not the quickest crocheter. One of my big goals in crochet is I'd really like to be a little quicker. I'd like to learn to read patterns and things like that, to where I don't have to be constantly watching video tutorials and such and stopping, pausing what I'm doing, going back. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what I have been working on, and like I said, it's not always going to be this huge array. I swear I watch some people's podcasts and I'm just blown away because I see, oh, I finished these 2 blankets this week, plus a pair of baby booties, plus a cardigan, plus a scarf or 2, and just 1 hat. And I always just laugh going, okay, I finished a scarf this week. So anyway, I'm just trying to be fully transparent here. It may not be a whole lot of stuff every single week, but I'm going to work on it. I'm hoping to produce more, certainly. So right now it's the holiday season, and so I'm hoping that none of my family members end up watching this podcast before the holidays, because a lot of these are Christmas gifts, but it's kind of a secret that I'm doing this, actually, so I don't think I have to worry about that. I haven't told a whole lot of people right now. So couple of things. So one of the first ones I did was Gary over at Urban Yarns. He's just fabulous. He's up in Vancouver, BC, and I'm in Washington State, USA. So we're kind of neighbors, I guess you could say. He made let's see, I hope that I don't butcher this, the Festive dragon scarf, I believe is what he called it. And it was a really cool pattern with, he did gorgeous fingering weight, probably like hand-dyed yarn or something. It was just gorgeous, and it was this beautiful chevron pattern. So I loved what he did there, so I was like, I'm going to try that. It's a completely different pattern than anything I'd ever done before, and it was his very first tutorial, and he did a great job. I just love him. He's the nicest guy. Please go check him out. I'm going to link him down below if anybody hasn't watched him before, but he's fabulous, and really fun to watch. He's so calm and relaxed, and I love to put on one of his videos and, grab my hook and sit there and kind of hook along with him, and he's just awesome. So anyway, I went ahead and made my own, and I used a gray, I think it was called Gray Mix or Gray Heather, Karen Simply Soft, for my color A. And then for color B, I used an Ice Yarns, and it starts out with this lilac, there's some white, it goes to gray, can you see this? Blues, teals, kind of a dusty gray, dusty blue, excuse me, and then it kind of goes back through. And so since you do the A and B, you get this lovely ribbing, I hope you can see that well, this lovely ribbing effect with the chevron, and then that color just kind of pops out from below, anywhere in the background there. And so I made this scarf, and excuse me because of course I don't have my ends weaved in yet, but it's got this lovely effect here, and I still haven't quite decided if I want to make it kind of an infinity scarf or not. I think the infinity scarf is actually going to make it to where you can't see the pattern as well as you could if I just leave it draped this way. So anyway, I've got that there, and I think I'm going to do a little light blocking with it as well. It probably needs it. But the one side has this kind of, the point to the chevron, and the other side has kind of what I always think of like as the mermaid tail. So we've got that. I still need to block that and weave in the ends. These aren't complete finished objects, but I wanted to show you what I'm working on. So there's that. And again, that's the Festive Dragon Shawl by Carrie at Urban Yarns. And then Pamela from Pamela's Adoring Crochet, she posted I believe it's called the Easy Crochet Pocket Shawl, something to that nature. And I actually saw her because Ella at No Catchy Name, who's another fabulous crochet podcaster that I really enjoy watching, she had made one and posted her work on it, which was just beautiful. And then I got out yarn to make it because I thought, oh, I really like that. And the next day, Carrie Penny from the Happy Crafty Homemaker, is one of my favorite people to watch here on YouTube as well, said, hey, by the way, I'm addicted. Here's one I'm making, and I've already started another. And I just started laughing because everybody's just jumped on this bandwagon. They're either making a pocket shawl of their own, or it seems like they're making Pamela's. So Pamela's is an awesome pattern. So I started working on it, but she used it worsted. Excuse me. Whew, tongue-tied. It's the end of the night. It's about dinner time. I'm hungry. I'm not thinking straight here. Sorry about that. She used worsted weight yarn. And I really wanted to use this lovely ice yarns I had that was a DK that I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it, but I wanted to make a wearable. But it was DK, and so it's actually not super big. But it is another Magic Light yarn, and it's got these lovely mauves, purples, kind of wine color, I guess, grays and whites there. And it's just lovely. It's got 3 different rows here. So you've got your half double crochet row, your 2 double crochet row, and your window row. And it's just lovely, but it's too small, you guys. Sorry about that. So let's see if I can kind of show you a little bit. I kind of can't show you, but I can kind of stand up. I'll be headless for a minute, but it's just not quite as long as I would have liked. I think I'm still going to go ahead and put pockets on it using the gray Karen Simply Soft, but it's just not quite exactly what I had in mind. But I think it's beautiful, and it's big enough as far as width. I added like 3 times the rows or something. When I did the amount of rows that Pamela asked you to do, it was like a scarf. You know, it was pretty thin because it's such thin weight yarn. Nothing to do with the pattern. The pattern's excellent, but it just was small because I used small yarn. So I am going to add some pockets onto that still, I think, and see if I can make a go of it. If not, I'm going to frog it and see if I can make something else beautiful with this yarn that calls for a DK. Because it's so soft and nice. It's light, but it's warm. It's really, really nice. So we'll see. This is kind of a to be continued. What are we going to do with this one? But I didn't make the pockets yet because, like I said, I'm still kind of in limbo with it. Limbo. That's perfect. It's in limbo. It's in project limbo. But we're gonna see where it goes. I don't know if you guys can see those colors. I thought it was so pretty. And it's colorful, but I'm not gonna feel like I'm sticking out like a sore thumb in rainbow colors if I go out in public. I'm not someone who wants all this kind of attention on their honor. So I just thought that was just really wearable and pretty. So we'll see. But I was so frustrated, right? So I decided, okay, I've got to pick another yarn that I have enough of. At the time, I was on a yarn buying ban, which in a couple of days, you guys are going to see a humongous yarn haul. Well, humongous for me anyway. And you're going to see that the yarn buying ban didn't last long. But at the time I was trying to use up some of what I had. I had a pack of the purple, and so I went ahead and did that. But I also had this gorgeous, another ice yarns, and this one is ambient. So my ice yarn's ambient, but it's ambient with an E at the end, so A-M-B-I-E-N-T-E. But it's in the, I always get this wrong, but anthracite and mint. So it's these beautiful charcoal gray and like black with this mint color running through it. Do you guys see that? Kind of no rhyme or reason to it, but I just loved it. So I had a pack of 4 from Ice Yarns of this one, and this is actually classified as a 5 bulky weight. I've seen 4s that are about the same. Let me see if I can kind of sitting on the couch here. So it's definitely longer. And I was originally going to put a little border down here below. Carrie Penny had told me, we talk, you know. She may not even know who I am. She had talked in her video about adding a little bit of border at the end here, and I think you could probably see on the purple one here that I didn't have the fringe either. Ooh, let's focus. Hi, there we go. Sorry about that. Completely blew my camera out there. But anyway, so we didn't, I'm not a big fringe person either, and so that little bit of border at the bottom kind of evens it out. I really loved that idea, but you guys, I ran out of yarn. And I thought, no big deal, I'll just place another Ice Yarns because I loved this colorway and this yarn so much. It was so really, really nice to work with. Kind of a roving style yarn. It doesn't split. It was wonderful. And wouldn't you know it, they're out of stock in this colorway, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it back anytime soon. So I waited a few weeks before I did this video, and it just looks like that, you know, don't hold your breath. I looked on Amazon, everything. You can find every other color. Nothing. So anyway, by the way, if you guys can hear, I have a 13-month-old. He's downstairs and he's having a fit right now. He's with his daddy. He's okay. But he just woke up from a nap, and I think he's still a little bit tired. And so I really apologize if you can hear him in the background, but we love our kids, right? I'm going to go check on him in a minute. But I know he's being well taken care of. So I apologize if you can hear that in the background. But because I ran out of this beautiful yarn, I needed something that would work. And I ended up a long time ago getting mill-ins at Joann of what I think is Vanna's Choice in charcoal. And so I went ahead and made the pockets. Again, I still have the ends and stuff because they need to be sewn in. But so I made 2 pockets with this charcoal, and I thought, that matches well enough. And I don't know how well it's picking up in person, but it matches quite nicely in person. So I made 2 pockets out of that, and I just have to sew those on. So I guess you can call that a whip. But it was on hold for quite some time, thinking maybe I could get a little bit more of the anthracite black and mint in the ambient colorway, but I just thought that turned out really, really nicely. And again, Pamela's pattern is awesome. I can see myself going back and having this be a go-to pattern for a long time. Whether I end up like making it a shorter width, I guess you could say, and making it more into a scarf or a cowl or what have you, or making more pocket shawls. It's such a fun pattern. It is addictive. When Carrie said that, I thought, no, it's addictive. So I've got that, and I'm very much considering making some more of that. Now I went ahead next and made. Oh goodness, did that get picked up? What did I do with it? I just had, hold please, am I sitting on it? I'm sitting on it. Sorry you guys. Crystal from Bag O' Day Crochet, who I watch religiously, put out a video quite a while ago. It's not new, but it was called the Super Textured Beanie Hat. And I had this beautiful yarn from Yarn Bee, actually. This here, Yarn Bee Chloe yarn. The color is Carnation, and it is 70% wool, 30% viscose, 3.0 ounces, 100 grams, 270 yards, and 247 meters, and it calls for a J-hook. So I went ahead and used this and I still have this much left over, okay? And I made her super textured beanie, and I'll leave the link down below. I apologize, I didn't write down what number. She numbers all of her tutorials, so they're really easy to find, but of course I wasn't prepared. So I apologize, but I will link it down below. It was an excellent tutorial. It's got so much texture. Now the dogs, everybody in my family is gonna say hello. But again, sorry about the end here. But it's got so much texture. I think I might have done one more row here of like ribbing, but I thought those colors were so pretty. And I'm not a big hat wearer, but I thought, okay, that one I can do, you know, when I go out for walks. I try to walk a few miles a day, and it's getting chilly, right? So that'll at least cover my ears. So anyway, excuse the crazy hair now, but I thought that turned out really well. Well, I've got a 13-month-old baby, like I said, so I decided that same Vanna's Choice charcoal yarn that I used to make the pockets, I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and make another one of those hats, but try to make it small enough for my kiddo. Well, this is much thicker than this. Oops. This one is much thicker than this one. This is also classified as a 4-weight, but it's much, much thinner. This one's also classified as a 4-weight, way thicker. So, you know, everybody knows that there's variations there, but anyway, it's a bit big on him, but I kept it shorter, and he'll grow into it. So right now, that's sort of just at a standoff, standing it aside for now, but I don't know how much that solid is going to show the texture, but it's got so much texture even there at the crown. So pretty. Okay, one more thing before I go rescue my baby. I lied. Two more things, I guess. I have a whip that I'm just realizing I didn't bring up with me. I guess we'll have to show you that next time. But there is a shawl pattern. In fact, that's what I'll do. I will go ahead and just leave that for next video, because here's a little sneak peek of a matching set. But that'll be for next video, okay? Something to maybe get you guys to come back and see me. I apologize that we're all over the place here. So I made a shawl and a hat to go with that, but that's going to be in my next video. Little sneak peek. Hopefully you'll come back and see me again. If you subscribe and hit the notification bell, hopefully they'll let you know when I post the next video, and you'll see what that was referring to. My last thing to show you right now, as far as finished objects go, is this virus shawl. So I bought this Italian Story Loose from Mary Maxim. They had a great sale. Crystal from Bag O' Day, again, had posted a video, hey, Mary Maxim's having an awesome sale, and she unpacked this beautiful sequin yarn. Could not resist. I bought a whole bunch of it, and then I just sat on it for like 7 months. I had no idea what to do with it, and I was going back, and I was bored one day, and it seemed like everybody had, you know, nobody was posting any new videos, and I was caught up on stuff, and I had a rare moment to sit and watch. So I watched one of Carrie Penny's old videos, again, Happy Crafty Homemaker, and she posted this gorgeous blush virus shawl in the same yarn, that same Italian Story by Red Heart Luce yarn, but it was in the blush colorway, and I thought, oh my gosh, my grandmother would love that. I've never known her to wear a shawl before, but I talked about making a shawl for my mom, and she goes, well, you know, I would. Would you? Okay. So anyway, I had the red, which is her favorite color. It's called Vino, and I made this virus shawl. Hopefully you can pick up some of those sequins shimmering there. It's pretty big. Hopefully I can find a better setup for filming, because boy, I'm realizing I can't back up anymore and you guys can't see all of that. But I'm gonna go ahead and fold it in half there so you can see it. I made it big because I want her to be able to really snuggle up in it. I'm gonna buy her a shawl pin so she could kind of pin it together or pin it to the side if she wants. But this is a gorgeous pattern by Fiber Spider. I believe his first name is Craig. I'm really sorry if I'm getting that wrong, but I think it's Fiber Spider. He refers to himself usually as Fiber Spider. And it was an awesome tutorial, you guys. I've wanted to make a virus shawls or a virus blanket for forever, and I honestly just thought, no, I'm a pretty beginner crochet still, I consider myself, after just a few years, and I thought, no, I am not going to be able to follow that, or I'm not going to remember it. You guys, I had this down in just a matter of an hour or two. I'm only able to crochet an hour or so at a time while my baby's down for a nap, and so I thought, okay, I'm not going to get it. I did. He is an excellent teacher. I was so grateful. I will be doing many more of his videos in the future, or using many more of his tutorials, I mean, and I just love it. And again, those sequins just really shine and glitter, so I really hope that you can see all that shimmer in there. It's just so pretty. So anyway, hopefully she'll love that. That's going to be a Christmas present, and we'll see how that goes. So for whips, I have almost an entire shawl done, which is kind of the sneak peek for next week or next video. But it is actually not, sorry guys, it is actually not going to work right now because it's downstairs. But I've got that going, and I am making bath scrubbies, or dish scrubbies, excuse me. This is actually going to be a snowman. So here's my whip, and I've got the face not quite finished, so it's not up here with me, but this is made out of the Red Heart Scrubby Sparkle yarn. So we're going to put a face on here, and I already made one of these for my mom last year, and she loved it. She actually like bullied me into, I want more this year. So here is so this is basically the head and body, and then this is a little scarf, and we'll have it like a bow here, and then we'll have eyes. So I made a scrubby, and that's sparkly too, and it's fun. So that's my one whip I guess I really have to show you guys, because I want to show you the shawl, but it's downstairs, and I don't think it's fair to go tease my baby and go down and get it. So I guess, like, once again, I just wasn't prepared, but I promise I will show you next time. And I had it completely finished, but I decided I was going to redo the border. It was in a lighter yarn than I liked. Again, lighter than what she called for, and it ended up a little short. So I am just kind of doing my own thing for the first time ever, and making a very different border on it to give a little more length. And this hat right here, just going to sneak peek it, is going to match it. Oranges are not normally my thing, but my mom saw this yarn that I had, and she said, I have to have something out of that, please. Though you don't like it? Please, I want something out of it. Okay, Mom. So I am going to make her something really special for Christmas, a hat set and a shawl. And hopefully she'll love that. Maybe she can wear it to work and kind of snazz up something. So anyway, I am going to sign off here. Again, my name's Tris. This is Comfy Cozy Crochet. I promise we're not going to have a screaming baby in the background of every one of my videos. I super apologize for that. But, you know, some days are just like that with a 13-year-old. He is getting in 4 molars and 2 incisors at the same time right now. It's not an exaggeration. He's 13 months old, and he's working on his 14th tooth. He started getting all his teeth in at 3 months, and they usually come in 2 or 4 at a time. It's insane. So he's usually really, really good-natured about it, and right now he's just done. I'm sure you can hear. So I'm going to go cuddle him and comfort him and wrap him in a blanket, and we're just going to go read a book or something. So thank you guys so much for watching till the end if you did. I so appreciate just everybody tuning in if you are, and I want to get to know you guys, so please drop me a little note down below if you've been watching. Say hi, tell me what your name is, where are you from, what are you hooking on? I'd love to know what you guys are working on. I'm always up for, you know, new whips, new patterns, and I just can't wait to get to know you guys. So truly from the bottom of my heart, if you're watching this, thank you, and I hope you come back and see me again, and I hope you're having a great day, and I wish you guys a great rest of your week. Take care, you guys.